And then these next items are definitely my favorite, and I feel like they're such a gem of a find and like one of my favorite things. And they... Hey guys, it's KJ from Disney Mom. Welcome back. Today I am here to share with you what is in my Disney travel bag. Now actually, this is not specific to Disney. That's just, we go to Disney a lot, so this, I just call it my Disney travel bag. But you could use this for any travel. It's just really airplane travel or even road trip travel, but specifically for the airplane. So I wanted to share with you what I have in my travel bag when we go to Walt Disney World. We did just get back from Disney, so the bag is basically how I left it. We got back a couple days ago, so I'm filming this like, you know, this is actually what was in the bag. So my travel bag is this Vera Bradley bag. It's not a Disney pattern, but it is my Disney bag. And it does have the just loop here to go over, you know, to go on a suitcase that has two pockets over here. I don't really use those pockets. Like, well, let's see. Well, you'll get a little preview here. I have a hair tie in here, but basically I leave these pockets empty because, you know, they're kind of shallow pockets, but they're there. So if you wanted to use them, you could. And then it has this front pouch right here, and inside, well, you get a little preview of what's in here. So on this side, there's 3 pockets here on the inside, and then on the other side, it has 2 bigger pockets. So in my front pouch here, I actually just took them all out, but the only thing that I really keep in there are my phone chargers if I need them. And it's just kind of like an odds and ends thing. I really try not to keep anything in here because it just is so easily like accessible. You know, you can just easily, someone come along and open it up. So I don't really like to keep a ton of things in here, but I do like that it has the option of throwing things in if I need them. Sometimes I will throw my AirPods in there, or I will throw my phone in there or something just for like quick storage and easy access, but for the most part I don't really put anything in that front pocket. Now the first thing, the reason why there's just a little bit of extra room here, I do keep my diaper pouch in there. It's just a, I think it was a men's grooming bag. I don't know how I came upon it. Maybe it was John's or something, but that's where I keep the diapers, wipes, diaper cream, changing pad, all those kind of things. So it does fit really nicely right on top there, and that's why there's a gap. Otherwise there would be no space here. So let's get into what I have in here. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys, I have all of my wires. So I have anything when we're traveling. This is just where my wires go, just if I need them. Just, I don't know why I would need them on the plane, why I would need to charge my stroller fans or things like that. But I just keep all my wires in the same place. So that goes in this bag here in one of the big pockets. And then the other big pocket that I showed you, I have some crayons here. Just, I think I got these from the dollar store. So, you know, this way if like they go missing or something, like I have just 2 random ones here, you know, things fall, things roll. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, crayons. Like if they go missing, they go missing. The goal is to not have them go missing. And so far I haven't had them go missing, but I just figure get them from the dollar store. And then if they do go missing, it's $1.25. Next up, I have this little, I forget what they're called, the little pop things. I don't know. This one's a Mickey head. This one is a ladybug. Winnie liked them for a time, briefly. Now my little guy has like found a couple of ones we've had. Funny thing, I've never actually bought any of them. These were all like gifts. But like I said, my little guy, he found, like Winnie had like a little keychain one that one of her little dancing school friends gave her. And my little guy found that, and he like has recently, like the other day, started poking at it. So I keep these in here just as something they, you know, don't see often. And then the next thing, oh, that's the other thing. Anything that's in here, entertainment-wise, this is strictly for airplane travel. Like, my kids do not see these things except for when they go on the plane, the majority of them. So the next thing I have in here are headphones. These are ear protectors for my kids. They're noise-canceling headphones. My kids, when they do watch shows on the plane, they don't have headphones. They don't listen to whatever's on the iPad. It's just silent for them. So I just like to keep at the airplane noise, and this is what they wear. Also, Winnie likes to wear them. My little guy, he's kind of like hit or miss, but Winnie will wear these like the entire flight. She has no problem putting them on and keeping them on. So the next thing I have are my little ducks. So I have this pouch. There's just a bunch of little ducks. We have ducks at home too. That like a bin of ducks the kids play with. These are just the ones that I keep in our airplane bag, so that's what they look like. So I just have a bag full of those, and this way the kids take them out and just will play with them when they feel like it. The next thing I have is this Disney book. So a lot of this stuff, by the way, is like kids entertainment. So it's just like a seek and find kind of book. So both my kids like this. Winnie can actually like seek and find the different things. My little guy will just open it and pretend he's reading. That's what he likes to do. He will just open and read to himself. Not the actual words, obviously, but he just likes to like look at books. The next thing I keep in my travel bag, well, or it was snacks. So like I said, we did just get back from our trip. The only thing remaining is this applesauce pouch, but I do keep non-perishable snacks in here, yogurt pouches, applesauce pouches, granola bars, Cliff bars, all those kinds of things that are non-perishable, both for me and for the kids. Some like freeze-dried fruit, but you know, we don't have any more because we finished it on the trip, and this is the only thing that remained, but I do keep snacks in this bag. The next item I have is my iPad. Now, I'm not using my iPad. My kids are using my iPad because, at least for me, even though my kids are pretty chill, I do find myself like constantly just making sure they're okay. So I don't really get to entertain myself on the plane. It's more making sure they're entertained. Sometimes when they fall asleep, I'll be honest, I'm not entertaining myself. I'm like trying to take a nap too. I do make sure that I have plenty of movies downloaded on it. And like I said, because I don't play the sound, I can put it in the middle and then one kid on one side, one kid on the other. Well, my son's still a lap baby, so he'll be on my lap. And then Winnie will be next to me. And then I'll just put it on the tray and the kids will just watch and watch it quietly. They don't really care about the sound on the plane, thank goodness. So I don't have to worry about that. But yes, I do have my iPad stocked with plenty of movies on it. The next thing I have in here is some Play-Doh. So I have a couple of little things of Play-Doh with some little cookie cutter things that go with the Play-Doh. And then I also did get some larger things of Play-Doh here. So these I think were like 40 cents or something like that from Target. So super cheap, but I do just always like to have Play-Doh. It's just easy. It's not really super messy. The kids don't really, they just kind of like hold it in their hands and play with it. So I have Play-Doh for the kids to play with. Next up, I have some hand and face wipes. So these are great. These are just great to wipe their faces or their hands like it says. So it's just easy to clean and keep things clean. The next two items I have in my bag, I did buy for our most recent trip, but the kids ended up not using them, but I'll save them for next time. So I have this Spidey writing pad here, and then I also have a Mickey Mouse one. So it's just, it says here, you know, 14 wipe off pages, includes a notebook, and then it also has like the dry erase markers, and you can, I guess like the little Mickey thing is the eraser. So they're just basically like dry erase notebooks, reusable notebooks the kids can use. But I do like to always bring something new that the kids have not seen before. It just turned out that this trip they like slept most of the time, which was amazing. So anyway, I always like to have something new that they've never seen before. And speaking of things they've never seen before, so I also had this in here. Just, I like to fill my bag with things for them to do, new things for them to do. This is from the Dollar Tree. So the other things, by the way, these were $2 from Target. So a lot of inexpensive activities. I have some stickers in here that Winnie opened. She used those in, I'll show you guys, a coloring book. So I just have those on hand. I showed you guys the crayons already. When I can, I try to have something educational. So in here, I got this from Dollar Tree. It's colors and shapes. So I was going through this with Winnie, and it just like, you know, here's a blank page where you can see like work on your colors and shapes. So this was just from Dollar Tree, and I picked that up. So you know, if she wanted to do that, we can do some educational stuff as well, and it's Disney, so her for a Disney travel bag. I also found these at the Dollar Tree. The first one is, it's a book. It's a Toy Story book. So, you know, it's just like a regular book, but it's really, you guys can see it's like super thin. So this was just like a story that they had never seen before, and they will only see when they go on the plane. So like it feels new to them every time. And then this one is a little bit different. This one's a comic book. So that's just something the kids like really hadn't seen, and it just has like little stories in here. So the kids, especially my little guy, loves Toy Story. Both my kids love Toy Story, but my little guy especially is like really into it right now. So I have these in there just in case they want to look at it. Like I said, my little guy likes to like read to himself. Again, he's not really reading, but he likes to like go through and like talk to himself and read the books. So I have those, and also sometimes I'll read to the kids if they want me to. Just depends on the trip. Sometimes they want me to. Sometimes they just want to look at it themselves. And you guys can see I really like did just come back. These were like recently used. So I have just a few more stickers. And then these next items are definitely my favorite. And I feel like they're such a gem of a find and like one of my favorite things. And they are these tablets here. So I have one for each of my kids. My cousin gave these to Winnie for her, I think her last birthday. So let me show you how they work. It's just a blank pad, and then you can, you guys can see, just write all over them. And then this button down here, that clears it. However, if let's say you drew something and you wanted to take a picture of it, or you just like loved it and whatever, it does have a little lock button on it. So if I were to draw something on here and then I were to hit the lock button, like that. When you hit the clear button, it stays there. So just in case you needed it. But I love these. On our last trip, this is what gave Winnie the majority of her entertainment. When she wasn't sleeping, she was basically just drawing on this. And on our last trip, actually, we flew Southwest, and on our way down to Florida, the plane was like empty. I think there was like, I don't even remember, 70 empty seats, 140 empty seats, something ridiculous. I don't know how many seats there were on a plane, but it was like basically a third of the plane was full. So they were like complete empty rows. Anyway, because of that, my little guy had his own seat, which he has never had before. Usually he sits on my lap because he's still a lap baby. He's still under 2. And John sat across the aisle, and Winnie just sat across the aisle from him, and she spent probably the first hour of the flight drawing pictures of John here. But it was just like an hour of entertainment for her. One other thing I do keep in there, alcohol, because you never know when you're going to need to clean hands. So I do keep alcohol in there as well. So that is everything in my travel bag when we traveled to Walt Disney World. As you can see, it is just mainly activities for my kids. And like I said, everything that is in there stays in there and nothing really comes out. I mean, obviously the snacks come out and, you know, things have to be updated, but I will get new things from the Dollar Tree or the Target dollar spot and put them in there and take old things out. But for the most part, the things that are, you know, not a one-time use thing, they stay in the travel bag. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what was in my Disney airplane bag, my airplane bag, whatever you want to call it. I hope it gave you some ideas on what to pack for your kiddos when you are traveling in the future. And if you have any suggestions on what to put in a travel bag for the airplane or even a road trip, but this was specifically for the airplane, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to get some ideas from you guys, and I would love for anyone else watching this video to get some ideas as well. And, you know, let's help each other out. And with that said, if you guys liked today's video, I'd love for you to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps spread the word about our channel. It gets this video in front of other people who would like to see this type of content. And if you guys are new and you like the content, I would love to have you subscribe. So with that, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.